vinyl community. This is Randy, and this video is about some vinyl finds I had and some contest winnings I just had too. And what we just heard, of course, is Big Joe Turner, maybe the progenitor of rock and roll, with his song Shake, Rattle, and Roll and Flip, Flop, and Fly, later done by Bill Haley. This was his second album on Atlantic. This is a reissue. Get this out of here. I'm not sure if the label looked like that originally. I don't think so. But reissue on Atlantic. Reissue of the Atlantic album he did. Of course, Big Joe Turner was born in Kansas City. Was a big, important person in the jazz and blues scene in the early 30s and 40s Kansas City, and went to New York to record with Atlantic. I picked up that Big Joe Turner at my local record store, but I also want to talk about, I finished first place in Aaron Mutha Alamare's channel's contest, and Aaron has been a big supporter, and he's probably the first person that subscribed to my channel. And he's got a diverse selection, but he has a lot of heavy metal and hard rock. Anybody that likes those genres should definitely subscribe to his channel because he's got everything. And with that, when I won the contest, I got a first pick of some records that he had available. And I decided I would enter into heavy metal with this Iron Maiden. It's supposed to be a classic one. It's still sealed. So that would be my entry point into heavy metal. I do like some hard rock things. I like Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, and my eardrums I don't think I've ever recovered from seeing The Who in concert. But so I do like some hard rock and things, and so I decided I'd get this to enter in the metal genre. And Aaron was so nice, he gave me a couple more. Dokken, Tooth and Nail, and Judas Priest, Scream for Vengeance. So I'm going to have to listen to him and get back with him, but it was so nice of him to include those. And he also included a CD of his best friend's band. I guess there are two incarnations. One was called Peak and one was Lazy Jane. But so great for Aaron. He's so supportive, and everyone should subscribe to his channel because he's the best. I also finished second in the contest Isaac had from his Blind Island channel. And as soon as it was a eBay gift card, so as soon as I figure out what I'm going to buy there, then I'll let everyone know. I'm thinking about bidding on something that Isaac just recently picked up, that's part of the wonder of all these channels, as you find so much music they go, oh, I need to have that. Anyway, also what I picked up recently, I saw the movie Elevator to the Gallows, which is a Louis Malle film, and one of the first, some people say, of the French New Wave, or elements from that were taken from elements were taken from this movie and incorporated into, I think, French New Wave films. This has also a lot of film noir elements in it. But Louis Malle, before this, he had worked on documentaries for Jacques Cousteau, and this was his first feature film. And it was kind of a bold move, as he went to get Miles Davis to work on the soundtrack. I haven't opened this. This looks so beautiful. I don't hardly want to open it. But I saw where Sam Recordings were selling this. There's just like a 10-inch disc here for the movie. There's quite a bit of the movie where there's no music at all. but there's a lot of important parts, especially when Jean Moreau, she's walking around and there's Miles Davis playing. But it's a wonderful film. There's also some on the Criterion Collection's DVD of Louis Malle interacting with Miles Davis in the recording. But when I went to their site, they were sold out. And I contacted Mazzy, and he told me of a place that Norman Maslow, where you could order this, and I got it. It's a wonderful recording. Since I was there, I had seen one that he had shown. This Bobby Jaspar, the flautist and saxophonist, another one that he had shown, and I just got that too. I haven't played them yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Some other things I picked up at my local record store. I picked up a Dakota Staten. Kind of husky R&B type voice. Often compared to Dinah Washington and Sarah Vaughan. A little more soulful, I think. And I actually had this album, but mine was not in very good condition. And the cover of this one is, man, it's hard to get out on this one. The cover on this one is still not great, but the record itself sounds a lot better than my copy. But because I had this one, and then I had a compilation CD. But everyone should check out the dynamic Dakota Staten. Another one that I got was Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians, Fegmania. I had seen on Hannah, the Omaha Introvert, on her Jangle Pop series, she had mentioned Robin Hitchcock. This is supposed to be one of his better ones. I just picked this up. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Jangle Pop from Robin Hitchcock. I also picked up the first Bee Gees album, and it's in pretty good condition, and has their hit Holiday and New York Mining Disaster. But it's a wonderful Bee Gees album, their debut. I also picked up a Byrds album, Dr. Byrds and Mr. Hyde. It's some critics aren't that crazy about. This is after Chris Hillman and Graham Parsons and I can't think of the other guy's name, left the group, and they carried on with Roger McGuinn, and it says it has some filler, and they do a medley at the end, which kind of makes you think they ran out of material maybe, but has Drugstore Truck Driving Man on there, This Wheels on Fire, Nashville West, the instrumental, but it's a really, I think it's a pretty good album, and it's actually the only album I have now by the Byrds, because I just have the box set that was put out on CD, but I'm looking forward to getting more Byrds albums in my collection. I also picked up Grin featuring Nils Lofgren, all the best of. I'm not that familiar with Nils Lofgren's work with this early band he was in. I have quite a bit of his solo material, and he has that sweet melodic voice that it's really different. A lot of people may know him as the guitarist in the E Street Band before Bruce Springsteen, but wonderful artist in his own right. There he is. But Nils Lofgren. I guess I haven't been showing any labels on these, but on Epic. Let's see. Next one to show is an Ace album, called an Ace album. This had their big hit, How Long Has This Been Going On? The lead singer was this record label? Sorry, I have to get my glasses because I can't even read this. Oh, Anchor. On Anchor Records. Paul Carrick was the lead singer for Ace. He later went on to, he sang the song Tempted with Squeeze, and he had a good solo career. But that's Ace, with the group he was with. Also picked up the third album by the Cars called Panorama. The first 5 albums, this was the one I was missing. Had the song Touch and Go, which was the hit off here, real catchy. And You Wear Those Eyes is a good kind of murky ballad. But on Electra, the Cars. And last but not least, I had this on CD, but I decided to pick up the album. I'm not going to do that with every album or every CD I have, pick up an album too. But really enjoyed this one. This was Randy Newman, Land of Dreams. A reprise. But this was maybe his most personal album, especially the first 3 songs. Dixie Flyer and New Orleans Wins the War and Four Eyes. Talks about his time in New Orleans growing up. It also has one of the most devastating songs that you'll have to hear. I Want You to Hurt Like I Do. An unbelievable song there. But also the ballad Falling in Love. Really a wonderful album, I think. And Randy Newman's Land of Dreams. And that was my recent finds. I hope everyone's doing well, and take care.